If I tell you, what if I told you that money is not real? What will you think? Now, the money you hold is just a belief system. What gives it value? It's your belief system. Now, why do I say that? Is because your naira or your dollars. Oh, thank you, Lady Oshua. How are you able to do it? Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much, my dear. So just as I said, what if I told you money is not real? It's a belief system. Have you used cryptocurrency before? Some of you might say yes, some of you might say no. Now, the reason you have not used it because you have not gotten it. Now, the question next I want to ask is, do you think crypto is safe? Do you think crypto is safe? What if I tell you that it is your power of belief that makes it what it is? It's because you believe that if you have paper money or you have your naira or you have your dollar, it's money you can use to buy something. That's why you can use to buy something. If you do not believe in it, then it cannot work. So what am I trying to say is that sometimes a lot of people say, just like some of the times I talk to people, some people still believe that crypto is a scam. But I want to tell you, don't be shy. Is there anybody that still believes that crypto is a scam? Yeah, like crypto is a scam. If you still believe, you are not alone. I once believed, many people once believed that. But to be honest, crypto is not a scam. Now, why does this class matters? Why does this class matter? This class is not just a tech talk. It's about the future. It's about your control. It's about your financial freedom. Now, it's so important because the world is changing. The world is changing. The way things usually used to be is no longer the way things usually used to be. Where you need to do you do what we call a lot of inflation here and there and stuff like that. Now, how do you position yourself for the change that is coming? I always like to say one of the biggest things you cannot do is to fight change. So if you are a smart person, what you do quickly is to position yourself for the change that is coming so that you can maximize it. Because the world is changing. In some years from now, bank will no longer be valid. Even right now, bank is about going obsolete. How many of you went to bank this week? Absolutely, there are few people. Why? Because you already have a POS, point of sale. So what are you going to bank to do? Except from few people who do big transactions. And even in big transactions, you can do that with your smartphone. Now, that leads to my next slide. Please, you're going to help me move with the evolution of money. The evolution of money. Many years ago, some of us who are very old know that people usually used to trade and barter. Trade and barter. That was the way people usually used to do their transaction. Trade and barter. And from there, you can see it on my slide, because it's where it's showing. It should not be able to show very clear. So, but we usually used to have barter, trade and barter, where if somebody that has rice will go and look for somebody that has rice will go and look for somebody that has beans, so that they can exchange, and the person who has rice will take beans and the person who has beans will take rice. That was the way people were living their life. That was the way value was being added to each other. But as time goes on, that was like more than 3,000 years ago. But as time goes on, things began to change, where people began to use gold. From gold, we now had what we call mental coins. I know some of us didn't see mental coins, but we had what we call mental coins. You can see it on my slide. And then from mental coins, it moves to what we call plastic card, where your parents, you hold plastic cards and stuff like that. And then from there, it moves on to what we call electronic money. Money online. Fiat money. It moved from that fiat money to this thing. And then I think I didn't mention paper money. Paper money is also your plastic money, where you use money to buy things. We had many years ago, we have 5 naira. Do we still have 5 naira? I don't know. Yeah, we still do. and on and on and on. And from there now, we move to electronic money, and from electronic money, right now we are moving to what we call cryptocurrency, which is digital assets. Why? Why is it's an understanding that everything is changing. So every time the system change, those who understand get ahead. That is why I'm so happy that as young people, we are so curious to know what is changing so that we can position ourselves. Because the way our parents work is no longer the way we are going to work again. Our parents believe you should go to school, get a good job, and then settle down with your life. That's all they believe. Go to school for 5 years or how many years after you have to go to university, and then you believe they're fine. But right now, you don't have to go to all this plenty school any longer. You don't have to do all that. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to school, please. But I'm saying you don't need to that long time before you can start making money. At the comfort of your zone, anywhere you are in the world, you can start making money. Now, why money keeps evolving? Why do money keeps evolving? Money keeps evolving because technology changes, and the need changes, and money has to keep up. Look, you can see what is happening now. Before now, we do not have something like Zoom. I'm talking to you in somewhere very far that you don't know right now. If I tell you my location, that you may say, where is this place in so place? And people who are connected to this section are different people from different places. Some people are from Oyo State, some people are from Ekiti, some people are from where on and on and on and on and on. Why? Because of what we call technology. It was not possible before. Before you could have people have to gather in a certain place. But right now, look at, we are online and we are doing sections, doing meetings as if we see each other. That's the power of technology. So because technology is changing, the way transactions have been done, the way things will be done, we also change. We also change. Where we do not have to what we call struggle with our traditional bank versus crypto. We do not have to do that any longer. Because why? Because money is evolving. I can be anywhere in the world and do the thing that I need to do with money. Imagine if you were online and somebody asks you to pay something, you want to pay something, then you now go and look for the person online and go and pay. You now be looking for the person's house to pay. That doesn't make sense. Now, that leads to my slide that says, what is cryptocurrency? Why we are saying this, I already told us, is because one of the things I said is because it's not a tech talk, it's a future, it's your control, and it's a financial freedom. And the first thing I always tell people, before you venture into anything, the first thing you should do is to go and learn about it. Learn about it. Sorry about that. I know that some people are finding it difficult to unmute themselves. Immediately after the section, you are going to unmute yourself so that you can speak out if there's anything you have. Daosha, please, you help me do that. Thank you. So, what is cryptocurrency talking about? What is cryptocurrency? I would like to say cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual currency that uses what we call cryptography for security, and is decentralized, meaning it's not controlled by anybody. Somebody with me? It's not controlled by anybody. Now, digital currency is based on blockchain. Now, when we talk about blockchain, what does this blockchain simply mean? Blockchain simply means is a public ledger that records all transactions, and transactions are verified by a network of computers around the world, making it a secure and transparent process. That's what it's called blockchain. Now, what do I mean? Let me break it down to a layman understanding. It's just like you are having a big book. Now, that big book, once you do anything, it's written on it. But if you do anything, it's written on it, but you cannot cancel it. You cannot write it off. That is what is called blockchain. So any transaction, anything that is written on that book cannot be cleaned off. It's called blockchain. It is not only in cryptocurrency you can use blockchain for. You can use blockchain for many different things. You can use in organizations, you can use it in elections, you can use it in brands, you can use it for your in banking system, anywhere you can use blockchain. But amazing is that where blockchain was first launched in cryptocurrency. But people are already accepting it around the world. So a lot of people are using it in different spheres of life now, not just only, even in the health system, blockchain can be used. Why it cannot be altered. Bitcoin launched in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. It was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, this Bitcoin that was created by Satoshi Nakamoto, I don't want to start talking that long talk, but it was created for a purpose. Something happened in 2008 that caused the whole financial market of the world to crash. You know that the US is the world power. The US, whatever the US is going to, that is where the world is going to. And something happened. They had a financial crash. And that's going to be an assignment at the end of this section. So I don't want to start telling you that future. So I want you to do research about it so that it will help you. Now, one thing that you need to know about this cryptocurrency is that it is decentralized. What did I say? It is what? Decentralized. Now, what are the key features of this cryptocurrency? One of it is what I call decentralization. No center authority. No central authority. That means nobody holds or nobody has a full control of this cryptocurrency. Now, why do I say that? Because I want you to understand something here, very important, is that your government, your Naira or whatever country you are in the world is backed up by your government. The US dollars is produced and is being printed by the US government. The Naira is being produced and printed by Central Bank of Nigeria. Ghana own the same thing. UK, the same thing. Uganda, the same thing. Many African countries and the world at large, because that's what we call fiat money. But cryptocurrency does not have anything like that. Cryptocurrency is controlled by me and you. And when somebody is, if somebody is printing our money, they can print over. And that's why you see how many people, they pack a lot of money because they are the one printing it. But imagine you now have something that you're not the one printing it. What happens? It means anybody that does the right thing can have that thing. That is one feature you need to know about that. Number two is that it is blockchain. It is what we call, it is trust. One can trust it. It's not like our banking system where you must have had people say somebody died and they have over 100 million in their account. And when the family members were going to go to the bank and to verify what the person has so that they can get it back, you will hear the bank saying it's not 100 million naira, it's 1 million naira the person has. And they will do it in such a way that you will not be able to find any traces to ascertain that money was 100 million. Very difficult. Why? Because it's what they are using is a system that can be written, somebody can change it, somebody can tamper with it. But in blockchain, it's not like that. That's why it's secure. It's not like that. Once a transaction is done, it is done forever. And it's not just done forever, it reflects in all the whole computers that is connected to that blockchain. So everybody can see it. Nobody can start saying it's not, when people, how we do in this part of the world, where people fortify figures. They can change figures. Some people say they fortify their result. That's on the lighter note anyway. Now, why is this? One of the key features of this cryptocurrency we're talking about is that it has limited supply. Limited supply. So it's inflation proof. Why do we say it has limited supply? Once a token is produced in cryptocurrency, am I there? If I'm still there, please, I want you to type, give me a thumbs up if I'm still there. You can hear me. You can hear me. Let me know I'm still there. If I'm still there, let me know. Let me get a thumbs up so that I will know I'm not just talking to myself. Okay. Oh, Ahmed, we're able to join finally. Thank God. Okay, great. Thank you. So now I can see now this limited now it is what? It is prone to what we call inflation. It has limited supply. Once a token or a coin, an asset is being produced, they have a maximum of that one that will be produced for life, and it is written down. And once that contract has been done, they cannot go ahead and do it again. That is how it's going to be forever. Bitcoin that we all know, the reason why Bitcoin will still continue to do amazing work is because Bitcoin has a total amount of what can be produced in its lifetime. 21 million Bitcoin is what can be produced forever and ever till maybe the next one. I don't know. So because of that, it will always move above inflation, because as people keep growing and keep changing, and one thing that is so certain about life is change. You see, the price will also be going up. It will also be going up. It will also be going up. So if one can understand it and have it as an asset, you know what that will be for you. You that you are young now, imagine you have some money and buy some Bitcoin, or you bought some Solana, or you bought some certain coins that you believe that can do very well. What will that be for you in the next couple of years? That is what we are talking about. That is what we are saying. One key features about this is that it is peer-to-peer. You don't need the bank. You don't need any middleman. Is that not amazing? You don't need a middleman. You don't need somebody to do transaction. Some of you, banks know how much you worth for those who have money in the bank. I know some of us don't have money in the bank because we are young people. Some people have money in the bank. For those people who has money in the bank know how much you worth. For you to do any transaction, you need third party. You need somebody to be there. But with cryptocurrency, you don't need anybody to be there. When I haven't joined the cryptocurrency, when I haven't joined the new evolution of money, I always think Dangote was the richest person in Africa until I joined the cryptocurrency, and I knew that Dangote was not the richest person. There are people, if you check their net worth in their Binance, your eyes will blind for 2 days, because what is there is heavy. When I mean heavy, they have so much money that their next generation can still spend. How do they get it? I don't know, but they have that money in cryptocurrency and nobody knows about it. And anytime they do any transaction, nobody need to know. It's just that we can see it on our different systems of the world that so amount of money was done, but we don't know who is doing it. No middleman, just you and your phone, you and your system. And that is why it's so good you have to be honest to yourself. Because why? It is you and your system. Another one is what we call borderless. You can see it on my slide. It is what? Borderless and fast. What do I mean by borderless? It means that I don't need to go to US before I can send money to somebody in the US. I don't need to be in Jamaica before I can send money to Jamaica. I don't need to be in Japanese before I can send money to Japanese. It is borderless. It cuts across different countries. It cuts across different ethics. Is that not amazing? So if I have a brother that is in Germany and he needs money from me that is in Nigeria, I can give him crypto assets. I say, please take this social amount, do whatever you want to do. If it's to convert it to whatever you want, without me going. If you go to normal banking system, it will take 2 or 3 days and they will charge you so much for it. And sometimes at the end, you might not be able to even give and say whether it has gone or it has not gone. There are people who their money will hang in the air for a couple of weeks, some months. Some might not even see that money again. But with cryptocurrency, it is absolutely different. Different. So crypto is solving problems. It's solving your bank problem. It's solving what your bank could not do. That is what cryptocurrency is there. So that is why we must be involved in it. We must take advantage of it. And I said it earlier. I said things are evolving. Because things are evolving, change is happening. So position yourself for the change as young people. Now, I'm going to quickly share you some. I was going to do this, but since I don't have real audio, I'm going to tell you a story of a young guy. There was this story, this guy, his name is Joshua. He's a very popular guy. He's very popular on Twitter. Very, very popular. It's Joshua. Maybe if you ask me at the end of the section, I will share his name and stuff with you so you can go ahead and do some research. So this guy, he lost his mother, he lost his father, and he was being taken care of by his auntie. Now that auntie didn't have much. She was struggling, but she was taking care of him because she was a police officer. Samson went to school. Now happened to have a friend who knew about cryptocurrency. And this friend was like, oh, just like some of you are hearing right now, some of your friends told you about cryptocurrency. I was like, why don't you invest in this cryptocurrency? And the guy didn't even know much, but Joshua was very smart when he was in school. So the friend who he believed in helped him bought an asset and did everything for him, gave him the password and everything. And as at that time, he bought this coin was called Shiba. That was the coin this friend bought for Joshua. When he bought the coin, after some months, there's what we call bull run in the cryptocurrency. This happened once in 4 years in cryptocurrency. Now, the bull run. And do you know that the coin that Joshua bought happened to be one of the coins that the bull pulled? And the price went high, skyrocketed. Now, Joshua didn't know much about cryptocurrency. It was his friend that knew much about it. So his friend told him, oh boy, you have blown. He was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. He said, oh boy, you have blown. He said, what are you talking about? Now, it's something, I think it was around 50,000 you used for it that time. Do you know that in a couple of months, that money grew from 50K to around 1.3 million naira? Yeah. And they gave it to Joshua. Joshua that didn't have a parent, it was his auntie that was taking care of him. Something changed for Joshua. And once that thing changed, Joshua said, if this thing can give me 1.3 million with little did I know about it, then I think this is it. And Joshua started learning about it. And today, Joshua is a multi-millionaire in cryptocurrency. Joshua didn't just stop there. He also extended in trading, forex markets, and many more. And today, he's doing amazing well. Why? Because of the power of cryptocurrency. So I do not want you to take this section for granted at all. I do not want you to take this teaching for play at all. Take it serious. I'm going to ask a question. Some of the question here is going to be, you are going to answer them if you can unmute yourself, then you're going to answer the question. And if you cannot unmute yourself, you'll be able to, okay. So I want you to reflect on what shocked you or excited today in today's section. Though I know we had a lot of time in this in technical area. So, but I want you to see what are you going to reflect? What makes you excited? So you're going to do that on this place. I don't want you to do that. But I'm going to write it down. You're going to show on my page so that I'll be able to see that. Yeah. So I'm going to give an assignment for today's section, and I want you to take it very serious. And what is this assignment all about? We are going to write a 5-line summary of what cryptocurrency is and why Bitcoin became popular after the 2008 crash. That's the assignment you're going to do for me. I'm coming, is it ready? Yeah, so I think my time is already. Yeah, so that is what I want you to do for me. So I don't know if anybody has any question that they want to ask. And let me repeat the question again. You're going to write a 5-line summary of what cryptocurrency is. I think it's on my screen. Okay. Yes, you can keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Thank you. So thank you. Yes. So you're going to write 5-line summary of what crypto is, and then you're going to do a research. Why did Bitcoin become very popular? So I'm going to unmute. You can unmute yourself now and begin to ask your questions for today's section, so that we can answer as many as I can answer before we wrap it up, and then we can call it a day. So you can unmute yourself. I want to thank you for listening. Yes. Okay, somebody has a question I want to ask. Daddy, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, I have a question too.
Okay, immediately Daddy you answers, then you can also answer. Bubari. You go ahead. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Daddy, you can go ahead. Can't you unmute yourself?
I can. I've done that.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, I heard you say something about, is it bull run or something? Can you just expatiate on that?
Okay, that's okay. I'll talk about that. Okay. So for the bull run is where we talk about price. Now in the crypto markets, there are what we call there are four cycles in the crypto markets. 4 cycles. I'm just thinking if I can remember the names of these 4 cycles. But one of them is the first part of it is the time where the market is always like it's down. And then the next stage is what we call the accumulation stage, where people will begin to buy digital assets. And then the third stage is what we call the Bitcoin halving. And then after the Bitcoin halving, we now have what we call the bull run. And this cycle happens every four years. Every 4 years. 2025 has been tagged a year of bull run. You are going to see cryptocurrency do crazily high in this 2025 to 2026. Your price you have seen. Do you know when crypto started in 2009? You could have, it was less than $1, around 0.0044 4 units. If you have $1, you're going to get as many as that, 0.04 times $1 as a day. And then from there, the price began to appreciate over and over and over. And today, right now, as we talk, cryptocurrency is worth over more than $100,000. I know the last time I checked, it was doing $109,000. If you bought a property as a debt, I don't think the property and what Bitcoin is doing right now we match. We match. So when we talk about the bull run is the time where prices appreciate like never before. But this does not happen all the time. It only happens in this speculated time. And the reason it happens is because a lot of things are attached to it. Fundamentals are attached to it, technical and fundamental news are attached to it. But more basically, it has been designed like that. Because the miners will not be able to mine like the way they usually used to mine. You mine Bitcoin, you mine Bitcoin. And as I said earlier, there's already an amount that can be mined in the life of Bitcoin. 21 million is what can be mined for the life. We have not gotten to 21 million yet. And once we get there, to stop mining Bitcoin. So once we get to the bull run, the miners will not be able to mine due to the maybe due to the heat and stuff like that. So because they can't mine, then it will cause the price to also go up and appreciate in value. Coupled sometimes with good policies. And right now we have good policies that are backing cryptocurrency like never before. I don't know if I've been able to answer that your question. If you have question, you can also drop it on the chat box before we call it a day from here. Question says, are all coins referred to as cryptocurrency? Yes, all coins are referred to cryptocurrency. Yes. Are all coins referred? Yes, all coins are referred to cryptocurrency. When we talk about cryptocurrency, we have I just said it. It's called a virtual. Let me give you that. Let me go ahead and give you that definition again. When we talk about cryptocurrency, and I said it. I think maybe you didn't get that place, but I hope you are with your book so that you can take notes. Take note of it. You can take note of it so that you're good with it. So I said cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual currency that uses what we call cryptography for security and is decentralized. So anything that uses cryptography and is secured and is decentralized, meaning it's not controlled by anything, by any government or any financial institution, is called cryptocurrency. But the most well-known cryptocurrency we have is Bitcoin. The most well, I think everybody here knows Bitcoin. Some of you may not even know Ethereum. Most of you may not know Litecoins, but you know Bitcoin. Why? It's the most widely recognized currency. But after it, we also have other coins, alternative coins that are like it. Yes. So all coins are cryptocurrency, but we have the most widely recognized cryptocurrency, which is known as Bitcoin. Then how can you identify the real crypto? How can you identify the real crypto? There are a lot of things you can use to identify the crypto. Now, mind you, the crypto market is a big market. In the crypto, we have ICO, initial coin offering. We have mining. We have airdrops. That's in the crypto. We have the NFTs. It's still in the crypto. So the crypto is a big system. We have traders in the crypto. Even the traders now, we have long-term trader, we have the short-term trader, we have the swing trader, all in the crypto. So you will be the one to say, which one will I want to focus on? Which one do you think is best for me? Me as a person, I'm more focused about trading. My own is to buy and sell. That's what I do. Trading, that's what I focus on. Trading. Now, there are other people who does airdrop. There are people who does NFTs. There are people who does different parts. Some do their artists and stuff like that. So, but mind you, there are a lot of opportunities that you can do in this crypto space that can be a blessing to your world, that can change your life forever. I mean forever. So I don't know if I'll be able to answer that question. If I've been able to answer it, that's okay. So any other more question?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir.
Okay. Yes. 𝗯𝗶𝗿𝗁𝗃.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
I heard you when we were talking about all those coins. You're able to answer one of my questions. They say that there's trading in crypto. Now, sorry, the trading, what are we trading in crypto? Because there are different type of trading. Are we trading the currencies or are we trading stocks?
Okay, yeah. Now in the cryptocurrency, yeah, there's what we call in cryptocurrency. What you trade is coins. Are you with me? We trade coins.
Okay,
It's not.
sir.
We don't trade stocks here. We don't trade stocks here. Stocks are another market on its own. Are you getting my point? But in the cryptocurrency, we have what we call trading view. That trading view we can use it to trade different kind of stocks. You trade cryptocurrency, you trade stock, you trade forex, and then many more like that. But in cryptocurrency, you are not trading stock. There's a little bit different between stock and cryptocurrency. They have close similarities, but it's only there's a little bit different from cryptocurrency. Yes, if those who knows it very well, in cryptocurrency and stock, there's close difference. Like it's more of price action, price going up and coming down. They are very close. But in the forex market, it's a bit different. So I don't know if I've been able to answer.
Sorry. This crypto does it have an app or a website?
Okay, now crypto, does it have a app or a website? Now, cryptocurrency, like I said, it's a digital or virtual currency. So virtual or digital currency can be on an app, it can be in different sectors. So we have applications, exchanges that you can buy this crypto. We have exchanges, and some of them we also have different ones that they are not like exchanges, but they also do close work like an exchange, like all those your tokens that you use for your airdrop. I can't remember their names now. But we have exchanges for them, and we are going to talk about them. We're going to talk about it. Yes, and then we're going to even, for those people who do not have an exchange, you will have to create one, because that's part of what this section is all about. You have to create an exchange where you can buy cryptocurrency, or you can save your cryptocurrency, or you can sell your cryptocurrency. You have to have, before you become a trader, you have to have an exchange. It is compulsory. First, that's the first. And then it's just like your bank. You must have a bank account. You must have a bank account where someone can send, you can receive, and you can do other transactions. So I don't know if I've been able to answer that question.
So, sir, how do we go about the exchange?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry. The class is just the first section of it. That to go on, everything is going to be unleashed to you. So tomorrow is going to be our next section. I'm going to be talking about how to be able to leverage on the AI system to make money in the cryptocurrency. I know some of you don't have money to do that, but you need to be aware and you need to be well informed against what is happening so that you can position yourself. You can tell your mom, you can tell that, because information is power. Anyway, potential power. It is when you now use it that it now becomes power. So it is only a power when it is only potential power when it has not been used. But when it's used, it's now called power. So for those people who have joined us, you have not made your transaction, you can do it to reach out to me. And if you know you don't have that plenty money, reach out to me and say, this is it, and this is it, I'll be able to help. So I don't know if there's any more question before we wrap it here.
Ozana has a question.
Yeah, Ozana, please, you can ask a question.
It's on the main chat. It's on the team chat.
Okay, I can see it. Okay, sir, please, what is the meaning of FT? Okay, it's non-fungible tokens. I hope I call it well. Non-fungible tokens. That's what it's called, NFTs. Yeah. And this one say, Divine say, can I answer that question? Okay, sorry about that. Crypto. Okay, Divine, you want to say something? If you want to say something, you can unmute yourself and ask, and also throw more light to that area. Can I ask the question he asked, the stock market and crypto? Yeah, you can go ahead and ask.
All right.
Yeah. So I think.
Thank you so much, Tunde.
Okay.
For the stock market that he asked, I think stock market is majorly talking about the oils, crude oil, gold, and silver in the crypto market. But although everything, they all sit in the same line of crypto markets, you can still trade them. But majorly, when you're talking about stock market, you're talking about oil, all these crude oils, silver, gold, all these treasures. But then when you're talking about crypto market, is only digital currencies. Just like when you mentioned Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and so many more. That's what I want to say. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
And you have heard about that. Yeah, you can also trade them. You can also trade them too. Yeah. So thank you very much. Any other question, any other contribution, any other addition? I'm so happy to have please let me celebrate my amazing leader, Oshua. She's a more-time millionaire in your league. She's hosting with us, and she has been with me since this meeting section, and she will be with us at the end. Please let me celebrate her. She's in the house. I don't know whether leader Oshua has anything to say. It's optional, not compulsory anyway. Let me celebrate her with some emojis, please. I don't take her for granted at all. And she's my upline. Yeah, she's my upline. She was the one part of the people who made me know cryptocurrency, if not nothing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pai. Good evening, everybody. I don't really have an input, but if you have questions, you can ask me, but I don't know if I have any inputs. There's nothing on my head now. If you have any questions for me, you can ask. You're all welcome. I wish I knew about cryptocurrency when I was very young. I wish I knew it. I believe that I would have been very much settled now. So if you are hearing it now, do not take it for granted at all. Because for me, like I said, I wish I knew. I knew about it very late. I don't know whether I was under a rock. I guess it's the people, the people I was around. But yeah, I knew about it very, very late. But I'm happy that I eventually got to know about it. And it has been life-changing since I knew about it. And one thing is to know about something, And another thing is to take action, and then not just taking action, be very serious about it. Be very, very serious about it. Some of you are going to hear about it. You attend this meeting and you don't even bother to do more research. You don't want to know about, some of you will not even do the assignment. Let's just keep it at that. You just leave it at that. You have to be able to pursue it. That's what is going to make you stand out. There are several other people that also heard about cryptocurrency, like me and you, but they didn't do anything about it. I'm going to just say a very short story. Happened to somebody in the Royal QR, in the crypto community. So there's this friend that heard about cryptocurrency, and he decided to tell his friend about cryptocurrency. I think it was very early at the time. I think it was 2010. Bitcoin actually came out in January of 2009. So this person was telling his friend about Bitcoin in 2010. So it was very, very early. Then Bitcoin was still cents or probably $1 thereabouts. And he was telling his friend, but you know how your friend has, another friend, and that one was listening, okay? So that one that, was saying, oh, I found out about this thing, Bitcoin. I don't know if, maybe we should do it. So that his friend he was telling discouraged him. So there were three persons, person A, person B, and person C, okay? So person A was telling person B about Bitcoin, let's buy it. And person B is like, nah, it's a scam. Person C, was just listening. He happened to be there at that exact place, but the conversation was not brought to him. So he then heard about it. So the person B discouraged person A, and that was it. And then eventually, many years, person C found person A eventually on Facebook and say, oh, what's up, brother? I've been looking for you. You remember that time you were talking about Bitcoin and you were telling your friend, I was fortunate to be there. I heard about it and I bought. At the time, I bought Bitcoin at the time. And the guy was worth so much. I think he gave him, he just sent him a very small token of 500K just to appreciate him. Now you can imagine, they were not even talking to him. He heard about it, but guess what? He took action. So I'm saying now that there are some actions that you would take. It's not going to, kill you. It's not going to remove anything from you. You have to just pursue it, take the risks. And I believe that you are going to see amazing, amazing results. So that's just the whole story. The guy was talking about his story and he was regretting heavily that he listened to his friend. He would have just, went with whatever he have in his mind. Now, this is to you. You're going to tell your friend about some things, or you're going to tell some people about some things, and they will discourage you because they are not seeing what you are seeing at the time, but you would believe them. Do you understand? So it's normal that if you tell other people about cryptocurrency, they might bullshit, they might call it bluff or call it bullshit. It's fine. It's totally fine. It can even be your family, it can be your close friend. There's nothing wrong in that. It's because they don't see what you see. That doesn't mean you should totally discard your dreams or totally discard what you have or the passion you have, what you are seeing about that particular thing should matter to you, not what somebody else is seeing. And eventually, if it becomes that, oh, they were right, then it's fine, but you tried, but you have to try. And that's what I just want to add. And yeah, the closing remark is still, I wish I knew this very, very early. I would have used it to like my advantage. So you are all welcome today, and celebrate yourself actually for just being here. Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh, thank you so much, my amazing leader. I know, let me say this. I love you. I love you. When I was going to tell her about she said she's not going to, she doesn't even want to say anything. But finally, she said a lot, and I'm really blessed. The person who just spoke to you is an amazing person. She travels, she takes her holiday outside the country anytime she wants to. She takes her holiday anytime she wants to. When I mean somebody makes crazy money in cryptocurrency, she does that. She does. If I don't start calling some amount, but she makes crazy money in cryptocurrency. And if she could tell you about it now, it means you should know. There are kind of people you shouldn't, when you are listening for somebody who has made it, it's different from someone who is still planning. She has done excellently well in that area. Yeah. So tomorrow is going to be a beautiful section, amazing section. Tomorrow is going to be more powerful than this. This is just the beginning. So I'm going to drop my Facebook on the main group. I want you to drop your comments there. I want you to say things you like about what we just did today, so other people can see it and then be part of it. So I'm going to drop it immediately after the call on our group. So then I'm going to leave us with this quickly. I'm going to read. I want to tell you, you are not created to be poor, but you need knowledge to assess your portion. Knowledge is the fundamental. You need knowledge to get your own. The difference between the rich and the poor is what they do with the knowledge they have. There are some that do not even have knowledge at all. And there are some that heard and they will not do anything with it. So, but the question still boils down to you personally, because your life is your life. Nobody can run your life for you. No matter how old you are, your parent cannot run your life for you. It is you that they will blame. At the end of the day, at the end of life, all of us will answer to ourselves. So if you decide to say, I want to be, this is who I want to be, that is good for you. If you decide to say, I want to be that, that is good for you. 𝗯𝗏 said it, and he said, if you say, I can, then you are right. And if you say, I cannot, you are right. Whichever way you decide, you are right. But the question is, what do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to be say I can, or I say I cannot? It's all to you. Start making your decision from now. Just as I've said, we all decide our place by the decision we make today. So what decision are you making? Are you making a positive decision, or you are making a negative situation? The difference between the poor, I say again, is that some of them will hear this kind of opportunity. They'll say this thing is a scam. This thing is not true. It doesn't that. But the rich people will say, I believe in this thing. I will look for it. I will do research on it. I will go ahead and study about it. I will know what this thing can contain. I will know how this thing can bless me. And they keep moving. I am where I am today is because I've said yes to this opportunity. And I don't want you to say no to it. So thank you very much for your time. I love you all. Thank you very much. And thank you, Joshua, for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I think we can call it a day from here. If you have anything, let me know in the main group section. Thank you very much. To have a wonderful night. Bye for now. So you can unmute, everybody can unmute yourself and say good night, everybody. You can unmute yourself. Let it be a total mute all. Okay.
Night. Fidelis.
Ivy.
Good night, everybody.
How you guys now?
Yeah. So the same time we meet tomorrow again, 6:30. 6:30. Yeah.
Okay,
thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you so much for today's section. May the Lord increase your knowledge.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. Okay, Joshua, I can end it, right? Yeah.
Yes, you can.